PCI Media, Vancouver, BC. It's Friday, March 31st. Welcome back to the new PCI Daily News Roundup brought to you by Philippine-Canadian Inquirer, the only Filipino-Canadian newspaper distributed across Canada. I'm Manny Noelabuel. Thank you for joining us. We have the latest news development. In the news, Duterte starts another row with journalists. In one of his speeches, President Rodrigo Duterte once again called out members of the media, where he said that two media organizations twisted his words and putting the administration in a bad light. He also cursed the oligarchs who own the agencies. The National Union of Journalists released a statement entitled, quote, "Mr. Duterte, your mouth is getting the better of you." The organization responded to the president saying that he is getting out of hand. It adds that the chief executive is extremely rude and abusive of his power. The statement also ran that Duterte has, quote, "a mindset of a petty tyrant who mistakenly believes that public office is an entitlement that allows him to flaunt the laws of the land, that both grant you power and ensure the checks that prevent you from abusing that power." It was only last week when the palace accused the New York Times of also discrediting Duterte. Crime lab chief tests positive for drugs. Alabang Crime Laboratory Unit Chief Superintendent Lito Cabamongan was arrested yesterday morning when he was caught red-handed in a shabu session in Las Piñas. Cabamongan was presented before a press conference where PNP Chief Director General Ronald Bato de la Rosa ordered him for a drug test where he was tested positive. PNP Crime Laboratory Chief Superintendent Aurelio Trampi told reporters on Friday that Cabamongan was tested positive for illegal drugs and that he is still subject to a confirmatory test. He would be facing administrative charges and for violating RA 9165. Cabamongan is currently detained in Las Piñas together with his companion Neddy Sabdao. Alejano filed supplemental complaint against Duterte. A supplemental impeachment complaint was filed by Magdalo Representative Gary Alejano against President Rodrigo Duterte yesterday. The complaint accused the president of selling out national territorial interests to China. This on top of the complaint filed by Alejano accusing Duterte of extrajudicial killings. He accused the president of, quote, "failing to assert the country's sovereignty over Benham Rice and to protect China's incursion in the West Philippine Sea." Meanwhile, Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo dismissed the complaint, calling it as nonsense. House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez already stated in earlier reports that both impeachment complaints filed against Duterte and Robredo will be discussed in Congress as mandated in the Constitution. And that's the Roundup News for Friday. I'm Manny Noelabuel. Thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you again on Monday. Goodbye.